All right, so this is episode 27 of Oluswole, the podcast on a budget. I'm excited to welcome our guest. He is a researcher, a retired lacrosse player, and a tech whiz. Joey, what's good?
Hello. I'm excited. I've heard a lot about this podcast. It's a sensation at the University of Pennsylvania, so I'm very honored to be here.
Yes, sir. We're starting the movement. You've shown a lot of support.
Of course. Follow the Instagram.
Yeah,
What
exactly.
At Oluswole?
Yeah, at Oluswole.
Yeah.
On Instagram, on TikTok, Corvette. You know the vibes, you know?
Oh, you're on TikTok?
Yeah, we're on TikTok, yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. Okay, I'll have to follow that.
Appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, I'm a big fan.
Yeah. So just, a bit of context, we're both Penn sophomores. We live on the same floor. We're not roommates. We live on the same floor. And that's how I met you this year.
Might as well be roommates at this point, right?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, because you're literally you live right across from us. So it's literally like walking distance. So.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
My door's always open. Your door's always open?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mi casa es tu casa.
No, like I remember first time I met Mr. Oluswole here, Mr. Timmy. It was the funniest experience I've ever had ever.
Oh, for real?
It was so funny. Like I was just chilling. I was like, I knew your roommates beforehand, right? From last semester. And I was just chilling, and you just show up out of nowhere, just in the dark. You just show up. And I'm like, bro, who is this guy? And you start laughing, and you have such a unique laugh. Dude, it was so funny.
Yeah, I don't remember that. But I mean, I guess it was more memorable for you.
It was so
you
memorable.
never met me, but yeah, that's interesting. Tell me about how, it's been like being, I've asked a bunch of our guests this in person, like, it's our first real semester as sophomores.
Yeah.
What's been happening?
Sophomore year?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, well, technically this is like our pseudo freshman year, right? We didn't really have a freshman year.
Yeah.
But I did kind of register, like being on campus, being in person, to an extent. I don't really go to my classes. Kids go to your classes, but I don't go to my classes. But yeah, I've been liking a lot because they lifted some of the restrictions, right? We've been hanging out a lot more, like us being here in this room here too. We would not have been able to do this last year, so it's been really great. I've been using a lot of the school resources, school buildings. Yeah,
of course.
Yeah,
I feel like resources is such a buzzword out here,
dude. Yeah. Oh my god,
opportunities, resources, stuff like that.
Internship opportunities.
Yes. Yeah.
It's so bad. Yeah, no, but it's definitely like really a lot better than last semester, right? Would you agree?
I mean, yeah, I have to, because I mean, last semester I was in my hood, King's Court, shout out King's Court. Yeah, I'm trying to put them on the map, So
through Oluswole.
Of course, nobody knows where it is, but it's because on a corner of campus.
Damn, maybe there's a reason why no one knows where it is, huh?
Because it's the eighth wonder of the world. That's why people don't know where it is.
Yeah.
I mean, if everyone knows where the eighth wonder of the world is, it's not going to be the eighth wonder. You know what I mean? So there's a reason. There's a method behind the madness.
No, I agree. Okay, I've never personally been there. I know they have a really good dining plan, right?
Yes, sir. Dining hall, yeah. What?
Falk, right?
No, Falk is somewhere else.
Which one's?
King's
Shabbat?
Court. No, we don't have that. King's Court is just King's Court.
Oh, okay.
King's Court or English House or whatever.
Yeah.
It's just the same name. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard it was gas.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. You got to tap in with that.
Yeah, you trying to take me one day?
Yeah,
Can I take all of your audience members?
Sure, yeah.
One by one?
Hey, if you want to go to King's Court with me, just let me know. I'm trying to put my hood on, so yeah.
Do you guys give like college advice on this? Like, do you tend to do that or no?
Not really, because I mean, if you want to, but it's just like I just ask the guests questions about like their lives and stuff like that.
Okay.
And have a bit of banter, a little bit of batter, a little bit of this and that.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's just it's conversational. It's just chill.
Yeah, that's chill. Yeah. No.
You listen to some of it, so you know how it's
of course. I listen to a lot of it, to be honest.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. No, like before I sleep, I put it on, and I fall asleep to it. Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. Of course, gotta support the homies.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. How'd you feel about this semester though?
Yeah, I feel like it's been great. It's been a movie.
Yeah.
Kind of. Yeah. We've been. I mean, it was busy for me, like especially during October. But I learned a lot of new stuff, and I actually like going to class in person. Yeah. Because I feel like online, I'm not gonna pay attention.
No, yeah, for sure. I do not. I mean, last semester I didn't really go to class either.
Okay.
This semester I don't really go to class, but mostly because I'm studying CS. So a lot of the course material you can do online, but I'm sure that's different from you because I am taking one Wharton class, and I do have to go to that one.
Which one?
BEP 203. It's actually in this building. Yeah. I think there's a really big difference between like college classes and high school classes, right?
100%.
A lot fast paced. It forces you to retain a lot more information because high school classes you can kind of get through with it without knowing every single little detail. College, like they'll test you on like the most obscure, smallest thing. Like I remember in my BEP class they tested me on like, oh, like what year was the study done? Like, like why?
Man, they're playing y'all.
Yeah. For me, although like people say like CS is like really difficult or whatever, I could never do something that requires a lot of reading. I feel like my attention span has just gone down so much. It's like scrolling on TikTok, I heard, makes it worse. But yeah.
Yeah, TikTok. I mean, you should, use that TikTok time to listen to Oluswole. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this is some shameless marketing right here.
Of course, I always plug my stuff at the end of every podcast. And at the beginning, yeah, always at the end.
At Joey_Shin with 2 N's.
Exactly. Tap in with Joey. Tap in with the boy. You know what I mean? I want to ask some more questions about you. So
yeah,
you back in your day, I didn't notice before today, but like back in your day in high school during the golden years, you were playing JV lacrosse.
And varsity. No, I played mostly varsity.
You played varsity?
I played mostly varsity.
Oh, so you were like that.
I was like decent. I wasn't like great. I was decent. I played JV freshman year, and then I played varsity every other year.
How's that like?
Well, lacrosse culture is a little different, right? Do you know about like the general like culture, that like stigma around lacrosse? Yeah. So it's very much that, I think. Like I was the only like little Asian dude like on this team full of like big lax bros, right? Yeah, it's kind of daunting at first, especially because I was like sophomore and everyone else was like on the team was like a junior or senior. Yeah, but it's a lot of fun. I would highly recommend it to anyone who wants to get into it. Yeah, it's contact, it's like it's running, it's like hand-eye coordination. It's like a lot of sports like kind of mushed into one. It's like I think it's great.
Did they make you do lifts and stuff like that?
Yeah. Because so I was defense, so we had to lift in order to like push people out and stuff. You had to be like stronger than people. So I thought that was like I was forced to lift, which is like also good for my health, right? So I value that a lot.
Yeah. Did you ever consider like going D1 with lacrosse or like D something with lacrosse?
Well, okay, D1 lacrosse, like you have to be a certain like level. Like you have to be really, really good. And I see some of the Penn kids here; they're really good. So yeah, I did try to consider recruiting. I got like a few D3 offers.
Oh, that's dope.
I mean, yeah, it's like pretty okay.
That's cool.
But I'm not like, I wasn't trying to go D1 or anything. Yeah, I was more focused on my academics, and I thought education came first. I'm sure you had like similar mindset. Oh
yeah, I was a track star back in high school.
Oh
so,
yeah.
Yeah, so I was getting like a few D1 offers from some solid schools, but I thought
really
was a better choice. So I went for I dropped track and then I went for academics instead.
Were you like really into it?
Yeah. Like I could run 100 meters in like 9.9 seconds. That's like that's my personal best. So
9 point, dude, that's really good.
Yeah. I mean, this would be really impressive if I actually did sports in high school, which I did not do. So, yeah.
No, I could definitely see you. Timmy the track star on the Penn track team, track and field, walk on.
Hey, maybe I can give some of them a run for their money. No pun intended.
Was that a pun?
That was a pun.
Did you just do a pun?
Yes, sir.
God. Oh my god.
Just toss it in Just toss it in right there. Yeah. Yeah, but moving away from lacrosse, you're involved in a frat called SCP. I'm not fluent in Greek, but Sigma Eti Pi.
Yeah, Eta Pi. Yeah.
Eta Pi.
Yeah, Eta Pi. Sigma Eta Pi. That's how I remember.
Okay, I see. Yeah. I see Sigma Eta Pi.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what made you want to join the entrepreneurship frat as a CS student?
Yeah. So, Chunda got me onto it, right? Chunda's in it, so I think he came on the podcast before.
Episode 5, yeah.
Yeah, you remember the episode numbers?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Chunda got me into it. He was like talking it really big. He was like, "Oh, this is like all the people are really cool. Like we have a really good vision, you know." And I went to like an info session, which is like one of the Rush events, and they were like talking about how like their goal for the frat and all of this stuff, you know, like, and I really resonated with what they were saying. And the people are so cool, like they're so dope, and they're all doing their own thing, but everyone shares like a love for entrepreneurship, which I also do. I want to be an entrepreneur myself, so I was like, why not? Rushed.
That's cool.
Yeah.
As a freshman, right?
No, I rushed this semester actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought you were. Don't you already have a position within the?
No, I'm not on board.
Oh.
No, yeah.
I thought you were.
No,
Okay.
no.
I was wondering. Okay, that's really interesting. If you were to go down the entrepreneurship lane, like, what would you start? Do you have a vision for that?
Well, okay, wait, let me think. So like I'm really into entertainment, right? So something in the music industry.
That's cool.
Yeah, I think there's like a lot of ways like it could be improved for people, like given like a lot of social stigma around it too. There's a lot of social toxicity with like entertainment on media and stuff like that. So if I were to like, you know, like take it upon myself to do something, I'll try to like, you know, change the stigma a little bit, you know, like make something different, make a change. That's what, you know, it's really cliche, but you gotta do what you gotta do.
I respect that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think I see a lot of CS students going into entrepreneurship actually, because a lot of CS students are like, oh, I'm doing CS so I can build something, whether it's like software or, you know, AR, I don't know, VR, something, right? So they want to like, they have this mindset that they want to like do something for themselves. And then the other half just wants the money. You know, they're selling out.
Some bag chasers.
Yeah, I mean, you got to do what you got to do though, you know. Of course.
What I mean? You got to secure the bag through all means necessary.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's a big deal though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, CS jobs pay decent amount, I think.
Decent. I mean, like, don't you guys have like the highest, doesn't the School of Engineering and Applied Sciences have the highest median starting salary after graduation across all 4 schools at Penn?
Is that true?
I think so. I think you guys eke out Wharton by like a little bit, like maybe like 2,000 or something like that.
Oh, that's crazy. I always thought Wharton would have been up there, right?
I think we're number 2. I think we're just behind you.
That's insane, because I know Wharton kids like work super hard like when they get into, you know, their jobs and stuff, right? Like IB consulting. Those are hours.
Yeah, for sure.
All hours you're putting in.
Yeah, all that grind.
Yeah, Mr. Timmy's about to do the grind himself, huh?
Yeah, next summer. Gonna give me a bag.
Yeah, no, but that's really surprising to hear actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll double check that stat, but I think I actually saw that somewhere. Yeah.
Well, if you're talking in terms of median, I could see, you know, because the thing with engineering jobs, I feel like there is a ceiling. It's like more or less like harder to get past the 300K range.
Oh, really? Why is that?
I don't know. I feel like most people kind of, it's like number 1, harder to climb the ladder, right? Number 2, people like switch around companies and whatnot. But senior developer, I feel like, is just like what most people are trying to aim for, and it doesn't pay that much more than like a junior developer or whatnot.
Okay, I see.
Yeah,
that's interesting. Yeah, I mean the CS and finance route is pretty common though. Like people combining those two.
Yeah, M&T.
Yeah, those kids. Yeah, they be doing that.
That's a lot of work too.
Yeah,
that's a lot of work in school, out of school. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really resonate with that philosophy. Personally. Yeah,
I can't do that. I don't know how they do that, to be honest.
Yeah, like they the work is their life, right? Like little like there's a little room for hobbies and stuff.
Yeah, I mean some people are able to do it. Like our president and his M&T, and he's everywhere. Yeah, you know what I mean? So
yeah, he's so social. I know. I was talking about this with someone the other day.
Yeah,
he has so much workload, but he's so social, doing well in his classes.
Yeah,
he's just built different, huh?
Yeah, it must be. It's crazy. So it's impressive.
Yeah.
But yeah, moving away from that, I wanted to ask you about studying Latin. Apparently at Virginia Community College, you were, you know, doing a little bit of Romulus and Remus work. You know what I mean?
Cornelius, all of that.
Yeah, all that. Yeah, some Roman Empire type stuff.
Yeah. I was all in that Latin grind. Yeah.
What made you want to learn Latin?
So crazy thing, I was a pre-med up until
like
first semester of college.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, and you know, like a lot of people like in pre-med, they're like take Latin because it helps you with the terms later on. Yeah, so I took Latin. I liked it a lot. It helped me with more English than anything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I had trouble with English before. So English was like a really big Latin was a really big help to that. But I took 4 years of Latin, so
okay.
But it being a dead language, like you don't get that much practice with it, right? Like you can't speak or anything. I can say like salve to me, but you know, what does that mean?
Well, whatever that means.
Yeah, but yeah, Latin's definitely cool.
Mm.
Yeah, it's really cool. Like there's a lot of like phrases in Latin that make you sound smarter than you are.
Mm.
You know, pro bono, quid pro quo.
Those legal terms.
Yeah, they make you sound so much smarter than you actually are. So
that's facts.
Yeah, I hear Chunda just spitting out. Oh, I'll do this pro bono. I'm like, dang, you're a smart guy.
Oh, like during SCP?
No, just in like while we're just communicating colloquially. Just pro bono.
Ever watch Suits?
Yes, I love Suits. You watch Suits?
I've watched Suits. Yeah, I feel like I loved it until it got to maybe around season 5 or 6 or so, and then I feel like it kind of started, decreasing in terms of quality. I think the last season was good, but there's a 2-season stretch I wasn't really a fan of it, but I just had to see it through, my boy.
No, yeah, most people, they're hooked by the first episode, right?
Yeah,
the first episode where he's like a drug dealer. Yeah, he just pops into that interview room. Yeah, he's like deciding everything. Yeah. It's a concept, definitely, but execution, it definitely gets worse. I agree with that. Suits is amazing though. Yeah,
it's a great show. The mic, it's crazy how, because like Rachel's like now that she was played by Meghan Markle, who was the Duchess of somewhere in the UK. She's part of the royal family.
Oh, really?
Meghan Markle, you didn't know?
I did not know that.
You know Prince Harry?
Yeah,
he's married to Meghan Markle.
What?
For a minute, yeah.
That's actually insane.
Yeah,
she's attractive.
But yeah, it's crazy because I'm surprised you didn't hear about it, because like there was a whole like royal wedding, which is like a really big deal.
Yeah, no, I knew about the wedding. I didn't watch it though. Right?
Oh,
that's like because he's a prince. Yeah. He's got to get married, right?
I mean, I don't know how it works in their family, but I guess it's encouraged, like passed down the bloodlines.
Yeah, but I didn't know he got married to Meghan Markle.
Yeah, he did.
And like Rachel from Suits.
Yeah, Rachel, and it's crazy because like I saw her as Rachel from Suits, and then she leaves the show because they worked into the script somehow, but she left the show because she was moving to the UK to marry him and stuff. And then, you remember when she left the show?
I do.
Yeah, that's.
Big spoiler alert, though, by the way.
Oh, super.
Yeah, no.
Spoiler. I mean, the show's already over, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But wow.
Yeah, that's why she left. So it's crazy seeing her get married to him. Like, it's just the actress you saw growing up as like a 14-year-old watching Suits.
Yeah. No, she was also. It's weird because she was the love interest in that show, right?
Yeah.
She was Mike's like biggest. One of the biggest.
Yeah. The biggest.
His
biggest, at least.
Yeah, his biggest love interest in the show. That's weird that he's like she's marrying some like prince now, right?
Yeah.
I wonder how he feels about that.
Punching the air.
Yeah, Mike.
No, I think he's married as well.
Mike?
Yeah, in real life.
Yeah. No, but I don't like. Do you think actors like don't get like jealous, like spouses of actors and stuff? Actresses, do you think they don't get jealous?
That's a good question. I always thought about that. I don't really know. I think it just depends on the person, because I feel like there has to be a mutual understanding that you're doing this for a role and you're doing this because it's part of your job description.
Because that's your career at that point too, you gotta support the family, support the homies.
Of course, always support the homies. Homies before Brodies.
Wait, what?
I said the same thing twice, basically, but yeah.
Bronies?
I said Brodies.
Oh, Brodies.
Yeah,
okay,
Brodies.
okay.
Yeah.
That's a Lexpro term.
Hmm?
That's a Lexpro term.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Brodies?
Yeah, like,
Yo, what's up, Brody?
Yeah, what's up, Brody?
You coming to lift, Brody? Coming to lift, Brody?
Dude, you're good at this. You're good at that.
I could join your high school's lacrosse team, though.
You could. We were decent.
Okay.
I don't want to say anything.
Hey, look, Centerville High, y'all trying to recruit me.
20-year-old, 19-year-old man.
19-year-old, 5'10", 165, big body. Come on.
Yeah, if you want him to play against, 16, 15-year-olds, then go ahead. Recruit him with everything.
Of course. Give me that scholarship money. Come on. I need all that.
For high school.
Yeah. I want all of that, man.
Yeah?
I want all of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
I was born in Korea. I came here kind of like first, second grade. Yeah. Okay. So I lived outside of the US for a pretty long time. I came here. So I guess like coming to the US was my first time outside of a country, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Seoul?
Yeah, Seoul.
Okay.
Yeah. I like Seoul.
Mm.
I like it. I like it to visit, but living there, not so much.
Why is that?
Well, I don't want to bash on my country or anything. I love Korea. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but yeah, there's there's definitely instances where I felt like there's a bunch of like unfairness like in the system. One thing is like education. I'm sure a lot of people know about it, but like Asian education in general is just like really, really stressful, really counterintuitive, I think, to like set up your education system like that. And then they have like their version of an SAT or whatever. And the English, there's an English section. The English section, I cannot solve any of those. And I'm like decent at English. Like I'm like,
that's crazy.
It's like the reading comprehension level you have to be at is insane. And the way that they actually study for it is just, they just memorize a bunch of different passages. And then like memorize like what they are and stuff like that, which is really like counterintuitive. You don't learn much. It's just a lot of like information, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a lot of cramming, stuff like that.
Yeah. So I didn't like that aspect because in like first grade I was doing like fractions and multiplication, which I don't think is normal. I don't know how it is these days, but back then like you would do addition starting from like second grade.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think that's how it works in the U.S.
I went to school in the U.S. from pre-K to third grade, so I can't remember.
Yeah? Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, where?
Houston. I'm from Texas, so I was born out here, like in the city, and I turned 1 in Houston, and I left Houston when I was 9.
And then you lived in UAE?
Yeah, that's why I have an American accent, because I lived in the U.S. as a kid. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah.
That's surprising.
Yeah, because I mean, Abu Dhabi, like everyone's a minority, so I wasn't really gonna pick up an accent from anybody because there's no overwhelming accents to pick up, you know.
Oh, because everyone has like different accents and stuff.
Yeah, because everyone's from all around the world, so there's a lot of diversity.
But that's amazing.
Yeah, it's dope. Yeah.
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 Did you like it?
Yeah, I think it's a cool. Yeah, for sure. Like definitely opens your perspectives.
Yeah.
I always use this line on my podcast, but it's like it kind of sounds like something you write in a college essay. Yeah. But I mean, like learning about being around people from so many different cultures is definitely like it helps you to expand your view of the world and like know about things outside of America.
Yeah, yeah, of course. Like I think the hardest thing in the world is not just like knowing information. It's like knowing how to do stuff. Right, the know-hows are the hard part, right? Like one thing, like this is like kind of toxic, but one thing that I was thinking about, like when you're recruiting, no one like knows how to recruit until you get the know-how down. You know what I mean? There's like the steps, like there's like stuff like that. Like yeah, I think living in different places, like being around different people, definitely helps a lot with that. Because there's those go-getters who like are gonna find out how to do stuff if they want to do something, right? So I think it's really interesting.
Yeah, 100%. The recruiting analogy I really relate to.
Yeah.
I thought like freshman year when I heard about recruiting, because I didn't recruit freshman year.
Yeah.
But I heard about it and I thought it was like some sort of like regimented process.
Yeah.
Like you have a bunch of board students do this, then college students do this, and then
Yeah.
engineering students do that. It's really just freestyling.
It's
bro.
freestyling. It's so difficult. Please help me.
Yeah. It's like whoever calls you back. Whoever doesn't, who doesn't, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
You
No,
move.
it's like there's no. I don't like every company wants different stuff.
Yeah.
Right. Like it's really hard, and it's at the end of the day, I think it's like better than like the college process, to be honest, because there's no like set stuff you have to do. Like you will be matched with where you are best for. I think that's what I believe, to be honest. A lot of people might disagree, but I personally think that. Yeah, but I think it's a really amazing experience. Just like being around different people and pens like that, right? You
For
feel
sure.
that? Yeah.
I feel that, yeah.
Yeah, like you and me would have never met ever, like under normal circumstances.
Yeah.
Right. And I think like hearing different perspectives, it's like really, really interesting.
100%, man. Yeah, I definitely enjoyed that. I want to transition to the Oluswole Bowl, and it's a part of the podcast where we ask you some off-the-cuff questions.
Okay.
They might be related to what we were talking about in the earlier on in the conversation, or they might be completely unrelated. So,
Oluswole Bowl.
Oluswole Bowl, you know, like a quiz bowl.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
Oluswole
Okay.
Bowl.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a very obscure reference, but
I see where you're going with this.
yeah.
Okay.
So first of all, we start with the age-old question: is a hot dog a sandwich?
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Yeah.
What kind of hot dog?
Like regular kind, like bun
With
and
the
then
glizzy and
glizzy inside?
everything?
Yeah.
Does it have sauce on it?
Does it matter? I mean,
It matters.
for real?
Yeah, it matters.
Okay, there's sauce in it.
There is sauce in it?
Yeah.
What kind of sauce?
Ketchup?
Ketchup? Oh my god, that makes it so hard. Oh my god. This is so difficult. Well, you could have just said like something else and it would have been easier.
But I feel like what you put inside the hot dog doesn't really matter. It's still a hot dog.
It matters. So, like if you have relish in it, it's 100% a sandwich.
Relish?
Yeah. Cuz relish is a green. So that's sandwich vibes, you know? I will categorize this by vibes.
By vibes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's think. Okay, so we'll case this one.
We'll case this one?
Yeah, we'll case this one. So we were given the fact. No, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this.
It's like consulting stuff.
Yeah, no, I think hot dog's a sandwich.
Okay.
Why? You disagree with me?
I'm kind of on the fence.
Yeah.
Because I feel like a sandwich is something where you have two pieces of bread
Okay.
and then you put stuff inside. But I
Okay.
feel like the stuff inside, and because of that, you can argue a hot dog is a sandwich. However,
Okay.
I feel like the stuff inside has to be kind of enclosed. Like a burger, you can kind of like press it like that, or a sandwich, you can kind of press it like that.
You can press a hot dog like
Nah,
that.
but it's still sticking out. So the bun is too small for the hot dog, so you
Okay.
can't really close it around it like that.
That's fair.
So I'm leaning towards no, it's not. But you can make an argument for yes.
For yes? Yeah, I mean, like, as you said, a sandwich is, you know, two pieces of bread with some inside, right? So a hot dog is two pieces of bread with some inside. Like, the hard part is where you define it, right? The definition of a sandwich. And, like, some people would literally put, like the weirdest bread and, like, have, like, the weirdest stuff inside. And like, you would consider that a sandwich, right? Like, a Reuben on rosemary garlic bread or something. That would be a sandwich, right? Then why is hot dog not a sandwich? Is it because of the meat? Because the meat doesn't match what a sandwich meat would be? Like, let's say you put, like, glizzies, like, in, like, between two white breads. Like, that's a sandwich, right?
True. Maybe it's the bread. Maybe it's
think
the
it's the
bread
bread?
itself.
You think it's
Because
a bread?
yeah, that's a good analogy. Because if you put the hot dog with like two slices of bread,
Yeah.
enclosing it,
You
then
would-
I would say it's a sandwich.
Right.
But because of the bun, and the bun doesn't go around to the glizzy, then I would
Okay.
say
How about this?
Yeah.
Alright. Let's say the hot dog was like a little condensed, right? It's like long at first, right? But let's say like it's condensed this way, like
Okay, so
horizontally.
okay.
It's like so it's made into a circle shape.
Okay.
That's a sandwich, right?
Is the bun or like what kind of bread are we talking?
Same bread.
Same bread.
It's just like condensed.
That would
Someone
be
just
like
smushed it.
I wouldn't call that a sandwich. That's more like a lobster roll kind of thing. you
Yeah,
know?
that's a sandwich, like a slider. That's like a sandwich.
It'd be more like I I feel like a slider has like the bread buns though, like the like the burger buns. But like, when you just condense the meat part and leave the hot dog bun the same, that's more like something you see like in New Orleans, like a lobster roll, like something you get at like a I don't know, Six Flags or something.
You
like
really put a lot of thought into this. You just think about it before you sleep.
Nah, I'm thinking on the fly, to be honest though. I don't prepare for these questions. I just write them.
Oh, you just write them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me think. I mean, if that's how you define a sandwich to be, then I guess for you it's not a sandwich, and for me it is a sandwich.
I guess I'll have to agree to disagree then.
Yeah, agree to disagree.
Yes, sir. Moving on from it, what's a superpower that you would not want to have?
That I would not want to have?
Yeah.
Oh. Like, it's like a genuine superpower. Like, not like something dumb.
Yeah.
Let me think. Oh, wait, you go first. And then I'll follow up with it.
Okay. What I would not want to have? I haven't thought about it, but maybe I would not want to have the ability to read minds.
Ooh, that's good.
I feel like that would just be, because it is cool, but at some point I don't want to know what everyone is like. It's like, why do I need to know every single thought about you? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's too intrusive. And how would you be able to sort? Because some thoughts are like genuine thoughts, and then some thoughts are just kind of invasive thoughts that you don't really believe, but just pop into your head.
Yeah.
And how would I be able to differentiate between the two? And then I'd be using those thoughts to shape my opinion of you.
Oh, okay.
So like, I would not want to have that.
Of course, like people's thoughts are their own. I would like to keep it that way. Yeah. For me, it would probably be like controlling people. Like if I tell you to do something, you're gonna do it or something like that. I feel like that takes away from like the autonomy aspect of like humans.
100%.
Yeah, and I think it would just make life so boring. I just wanna have fun living, man.
Yeah. Live while we're young, you know.
I mean, I guess you're right.
Hey, we don't got a choice. So.
Oh, that actually reminds me, dude. I was thinking about it recently, and like we're getting so old. We're getting old. We're not old. I'm sorry to older people out there. I'm only 20. He's 19, but it's definitely older than I thought I would be in this mindset.
I get you.
You know what I mean?
I agree with you.
Like normally when you see like older people, you're like when you're younger, you see like 20-year-olds, you're like, damn, these people are adults. They're like, yeah, but I don't feel like an adult. I don't. I feel like a kid.
I kind of get you. I was even thinking about this a few days ago. I was like I still feel like a kid, but I have a few adult responsibilities, but I still feel like a kid.
Yeah, like even if you're living alone in college, you feel like, you're just having fun with friends, right?
Yeah.
Like how you feel in grade school and not.
Yeah,
you're just like messing around.
Yeah, having a bit of a laugh, mucking about. I went to a British school, so I picked up on a lot of like British lingo. So.
Fish and chips.
I don't know about that last one, man. Some British listeners are watching this or listening to this. They might give you some heck for that.
I get flamed for this.
They might give you some heat. All right, so I think this wraps up the end of today's episode. Thanks, Mark, for coming on, man.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah,
it's a pleasure. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, it was dope. I'm really excited to have these in-person episodes finally. So
yeah, it's amazing. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Follow at Oluswole
on
Instagram.
Yeah, that leads us swiftly into our promotion. Oluswole is available on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. We're on TikTok. So while you're waiting, doing this, we were out making moves. All right, thank you guys. Peace.